Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing well. Um, as you can see, I'm not in my shop. I'm actually at work today, but I wanted to finish this video up so I could try to get it posted. It's been a rough couple of weeks. As most of y'all have seen, I'm sure the weather hasn't been great here in Georgia. We've been just getting hammered with rain and thunderstorms and tornadoes and um, so been running a lot of calls on that, trying to help take care of that. But also, my family got recently hit with COVID, and that slows everything down as well. So dealing with that, it's been a little slow getting into the shop and getting to work, trying to quarantine and take care of the things that have to be done. So finally recovering, getting to where I feel like I can actually do some stuff again, and I'm excited about it. So, a little while back, a friend of mine reached out to me. He has a YouTube channel, and he's reclaiming his family farm and doing a bunch of work on it, and does the best he can with the money he has, and I think he does a great job. He definitely stretches a penny and does a great job. Has accomplished an amazing amount of stuff on his family farm in a short amount of time, and I'm really happy to know him. If you get a chance, go see Nelson at IP Farms. But really good channel, really great content, and really good guy. But so Nelson reached out to me, and he had a piece of equipment that he got, and he needed some specifically sized pins to be able to use that equipment. And so he reached out to me on being able to help him out with that, and I was grateful for the opportunity to help him out. And so I told him, send me some measurements, a picture of what you need, and let me see what I can do. So let me show you what he sent me, and we'll send you through the process of what I did to make them for him. So, appreciate y'all. So this is the drawing that Nelson sent me. As you can see, this pin is about 6 3/4 inches long. The major diameter of the pin is 1 inch and 7/16 in diameter, with a small taper on one end that drops down to 1 inch and 3/16. That taper is about 1 inch and 3/4 long, and then on each end it's got a hole that goes through at about 3/8 of an inch in diameter. So let's see what we can do about getting these pins made for him.
So what we're doing here, we've zeroed the piece of metal in the forge jaw. Now I'm going to cut a center in the end of the work here. And I've got a small cutter that it's called a center cutter or center drill. And we're just going to drill a center point here that'll have a bevel on it. And what that does, that bevel will allow for the end of this tool to ride in there, and that will keep this end and this end completely centered, completely parallel to the ways, and keep it from vibrating and fluctuating as I go to make my cuts. Piece of stock we've got in here is zeroed up. We're ready to start cutting. Okay. So I need this step down to be 1 inch 3/16 in diameter, and right now I'm 1/1000th over it. But here's the thing. This is pretty warm. So because of the heat that's in this, there's going to be some fluctuation based on the temperature of this piece. So I can expect 1/1000th to 2/1000ths shrinkage in this. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I want it to be just slightly under. That way it fits in the opening without any kind of binding, especially if they decide to paint this or anything like that, then there's room for that layer of paint. So I think we're good there. The next step is going to be to turn the shaft down to 1 7/16. And we'll move ahead with that. Because there may be some irregularity in the metal, you can see I've cut a small piece from right here to right there. It's only about a 1/4 inch cut, but what I'm doing is I'm just double checking. I don't have to take a whole lot off of this to make sure it's the right size I need, but I don't want to take off so much that now it's too small. So I'm taking off a small skim cut, I'm checking it, and if my measurement's correct, then I'll come out the rest of the way, and I can use my indicator from there. But I want to make sure I'm not getting an oblong or out of round cut on this. So now that I've made sure that this first cut is correct and it's cutting all the way around so the piece isn't wobbling any, now I'll finish the cutout and it'll be to nominal size. Alright, so now we're going to clean this up just a little. Sandpaper and some steel wool, but before I do that, I need to file it. I want to make sure that this radius or this step up here has a smooth edge, and I want to smooth this off a little as well. I want to create a taper here. So So we've got the cut down to 1 3/16. The main part of the pin is 1 7/16. Now we have to shorten this. We're going to face this end so that we can get this length back, because from the shoulder here to the end of the pin is supposed to be 1 3/4. So we're just over. They're 6 3/4 inches long from end to end, inch and 7/16 for the large diameter. The step down is inch and 3/16, and it's an inch and 3/4 long. Last thing I need to do is 650 thousandths from this end and 650 thousandths from this end. 65 thousandths from each end. I need to drill a 3/8 hole for pins to go through, and that'll be it. So what I do, set my set my calibers to 350, or I'm sorry, 650 thousandths. I measure in, and I put a mark right there. I'll come back and center punch it, and then we'll drill through. There's the finished product, y'all. So I'll get these cleaned up, packaged up, and shipped in the mail, and y'all should see them again real soon.
So yeah, that's it. We got them finished up, got them in the mail. Hopefully Nelson will get them by Friday of this week, and they'll get to try them out and make sure they do what they are supposed to. So, good deal. Hey, I appreciate y'all following along. I hope it was a little insightful on how I make something like that. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for following along. Thank you for subscribing and supporting the channel. The new members, we really, really appreciate you subscribing and following along. Those who have been here from the beginning, I continue to be amazed at your support. Thank you for everything. I hope you're having a great day in paradise. I know I am. God bless.